Hello everyone, Maryann here, revealing light, tarot, astrology and spirituality. Wherever you are in the world when you're watching, a huge shout out to you. I want to thank all my loyal and kind supporters. I think there's about over 1,000 comments on my last video, and they were absolutely wonderful comments. Thank you so much. To those that tried to troll me, well, better luck next time. Well, there won't be a next time for you. You can try your hardest and your darndest, but you're not going to get anywhere. All right, let's get on to today's reading. Let's see. Let's just go back and have a look at how many wonderful comments I actually did get on that video. Where are we? 1,700 wonderful comments. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's get going. Today, we've got a lot to get through. Can the Democratic Party win in North Carolina? Now, I recorded a video earlier in the week. I said there was skullduggery going to go on in North Carolina 1 or 2 days after I recorded my video. We find that the Republicans tried to get rid of, because this is one of their main tactics, voter suppression, tried to get rid of 225,000 voters from the voter roll. 225,000 they tried to get rid of from that roll. It tells you everything you need to know. Another 1 million in Texas, again, tried to get rid of them. It's a tactic. I want to know. Also in Texas, there's intimidation of very elderly Latino, raids on very elderly Latino voters in a district that the GOP wants. I want to see what the hell is Merrick Garland doing about all this? Or is it just up to, Democracy Watch type people, to people like Crew and whoever else, to Mark Elias's team? I know he's working with Harris now, but is it up to everybody else to try and challenge these things, or where there's a clear illegality occurring? What's Merrick Garland going to do about that? Can he stop voter intimidation and suppression in Texas? That's a question. So, can the Dems win in North Carolina? Can Garland stop voter intimidation and suppression in Texas? Will Trump be convicted on the new superseding indictment on the January 6th charges? Never underestimate Jack Smith. He's filed a new superseding indictment, removed anything that could even be questioned or appealed. Of course, it will be appealed, around the presidential immunity, and it's a masterstroke. Let's see if Trump's convicted on that one. Obviously not before the election. Some of my viewers have been asking me, will Princess Catherine ever return to royal duties? She's been out now, undergoing cancer treatment. I think her schedule's been cleared for 24 and I think 2025. And in other royal news, the King Charles has said that he went to some religious leader and found inspiration and wants a truce with his son. Will Harry and Duchess Meghan ever return to royal duties again? They're doing quite well where they are. And I want to just have a look at what Robert Kennedy Sr. thinks about his son, Robert Kennedy Jr., or Bobby Kennedy Jr. What does he think about his son's move to support a clear and indicted, anti-democratic at best, convicted felon? Well, you know the drill. All right, let's get started. We're using the Gilded Tarot and the Aquarian Tarot to clarify if needed. We'll go first to the Dems. Can they win in North Carolina? Just probably 4 or 5 cards. I'll know. I think I'll know. If I have to pull more, I'll pull more for clarification. Okay, so let's just get focused here. Can the Democratic Party in the US win North Carolina? Can they win North Carolina? There's a lot of sun shining through. It's like we're watching a movie, we're in the movie theatre, and it's like someone opened a huge window and there's just sun coming through. So we've got I think we've got the light being shone on voter suppression, but we'll leave that aside for the next question. So, all right, can the Democratic Party win in North Carolina? Can they win in North Carolina? Can the Democratic Party win in North Carolina? Now, I'm seeing religious ceremony, like Holy Communion, etc. And I'm not sure why I'm getting a religious symbology. But are there groups like, I guess Catholics, Anglicans, the more traditional, maybe some evangelical Christians, are they coming out against Trump? Because that's what I'm seeing. So we've got the star card. Very nice. Very nice. Stars give us a lot. The North Star that's what it is. The North Star gives us a lot of light. The star card. That's the signifier card and the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. All right, they can win. You're going to say, well, will they win? It's early days yet. Okay? It's early days yet. I'll keep on this. We'll ask again closer to the election, but it is looking good. Just as Florida is in play, North Carolina most certainly is in play. Now, what I'm getting here is this 225,000 people that were expunged or tried to be taken off the rolls. We've got prosecutors on it. We've got the law at work here. Now, the Three of Pentacles in the past it's very, very planned. It's planning and strategizing. This isn't an overnight win. Won't be an overnight win should the Democrats prevail, and it's looking like their chances are very, very good. That's what I'm going to say. Their chances are very, very good. This isn't an overnight thing. There's been a lot of work with this Three of Pentacles in the past position. A lot of work by the Democratic Party in North Carolina over years. Okay, so those of you in North Carolina or anyone in the Democratic Party machine will be able to say, yes, that's true. Because I see many groups coming together in the past and working hard. Now, I know there's a Democratic governor there. That's a good thing for the election. All right, we get the King of Cups. Wow, okay, so that's wisdom, maturity. It's also my card for President Biden, and it's, maybe President Biden needs to get out on the campaign trail and accompany Walz and Harris to North Carolina. That would be a good idea. Okay, so we've got the Three of Swords. We've got heartbreak in the near future. That doesn't mean a no. What it means is the GOP, given that the prosecutor is right here at the foundation of the reading, there's some kind of heartbreak coming here. So more skullduggery. So when I said skullduggery in North Carolina, I didn't just mean 225,000 people. There's more. There's more to come. So we get the Tower here in the present. Okay, so I knew it. Whatever's going on in North Carolina is quite big, but we've got the truth coming out. Okie dokie. All right, so this is for voter suppression, guys and girls. This is where we're at in North Carolina. There is a truth emerging. The light is coming through. The Tower is not necessarily a bad card either. It means the existing structures are being broken down. In the hopes and fears, of course, we get illusion and delusion, the Seven of Cups. So, again, this kind of manipulation, magician's hand, sleight of hand, that's what they need to watch out. The Dems need to watch out for in North Carolina. Okay, so we get the Devil card, and then we get the Five of Cups. Okay, so there's skullduggery there. Okay, now we get people coming together and defending. Okay, so the cards are not going much further than defending the current voter suppression. So we get good donor activity in North Carolina. 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Yeah, good for the Dems. Now I'm going to draw a clarification on these cards. Okay, so groups coming together to defend against what is... Hang on to your seats. The GOP will go all out in North Carolina, just as they are in Texas. It's terrible when parties can't win by honest means. Okay, so what's this devil? 5 of Cups, 2 of Cups, 7 of Wands, successfully defending oneself. And then we get the 10 of Cups, the voter. Yeah, okay, thank you, Spirit. All right, so the voter suppression, intimidation, whatever the GOP try in North Carolina is not going to be successful. But again, it's, yeah. Okay, so show me this devil. 5 of Cups. All right. Knight of Pentacles, consistency. I like that. And there's the devil again. Again, skullduggery in North Carolina. And there's the 5 of Swords, abuse of power. But we get the Strength card here. So thank you. Okay, so hang on to your hats. There's more to come in North Carolina. It's part of this plan of the GOPs at the state level to try and disrupt, and particularly in these swing states. It's going to be okay. It will be successfully defended. So can they win? Can they win? Absolutely. The foundation of the reading, you saw it, is yes, if they can defeat the devil in North Carolina. Okay. What an election year. All right, so let's have a look at, this is an important question, Merrick Garland. Will Merrick Garland be able to do anything about the voter suppression? You see the question there. It's a Republican governor and legal state infrastructure there, but Garland is the federal attorney general. So let's see, will he do anything? Anything. Now remember, you've got the Voting Rights Act at the federal level, but the states administer the elections in accordance with state law, and then you get the overarching Voter Rights Act. So let's have a look. Will Merrick Garland do anything about the intimidation or suppression in North Carolina? Will Merrick Garland do anything about the intimidation? Sorry, not in North Carolina, in Texas. Will Merrick Garland, well, maybe in North Carolina too, but I'm interesting. All right, we'll do North Carolina and Texas. Will Merrick Garland do anything about voter suppression and intimidation in North Carolina and Texas? Alrighty. Page of Wands. Speak, warn. Moving out of troubled waters. Okay, moving on. Okay, so let's have a look. The devil is at the foundation of the reading. I would have liked stronger signifier cards. 3 of Wands is in the past. Of course, it's opportunistic. Page of Cups. Okay, bombshells. Come on. Come on, Merrick Garland. You haven't had a very good start here. And we get the 4 of Cups. Disappointment. 3 cups lost, but 1 cup is remaining. There's a lot of difficulty here, and they're not strong cards. They're not major arcana. They're not kings, queens, knights. The World, endings and beginnings, is in the present. And we get wish fulfillment. Okay, so something is at a higher level. It's like this is the last gasp of this. What you need is a strong president prosecutor to get in here and clean up. Because there's Harris in the hopes and fears. Gee, they fear her. And then we get the King of Wands. Thank you. So now we've moved from a page to a king. Yes, he will do something, but we've got such division. Such division. When an ex-president can escape legal penalty in the way that Trump has done, and we've all seen it play out in real time, it's going to the High Court. Okay, so it ends up at the Supreme Court again, but then we have victory. It's going to the Supreme Court. All of this suppression, whichever route it goes, via Mark Elias or Crew or anyone else, or even Garland's DOJ himself, it's going to the High Court. And there's a win for Garland. Okay, so the question was, it's Garland and the DOJ. Yes, they can. Yes, they will. Will he do something? And it's going all the way to the High Court. Now, this could be closer to the election time as well, when things really become so blatantly out of hand, like a Wild West movie. It goes to the Higher Court, and Garland wins. All right, so let's have a look at, will Trump be convicted on the new superseding indictment? Clever Jack Smith. And he's going to win, just to remind people, they forget my previous readings in last week's or months. I predicted the 11th Circuit for the Florida case, documents case. They will support Jack Smith. He will win that on appeal, and they will throw the book at Judge Cannon. Okay, now we go to January 6th. Alrighty, January 6th. Can Trump be convicted on the new superseding indictment? Can Trump? Interesting about North Carolina and Texas. I just want to go back to that for a minute. If I think the DOJ are getting ready to take a huge voter suppression intimidation case to the Supreme Court. And it's really a question of when that happens, if it happens closer to the election or now. But they win. Okay. All right, so will Trump be convicted? Will Trump be convicted on this superseding indictment for January 6 crimes? Will he be convicted eventually? We know it's not happening before the election. Will he be convicted on this superseding indictment for January the 6th crimes? All right, so we get the King of Pentacles. So much fraud there, so much fraud. Okay, so he will, these alleged offences, crimes, beyond January 6th will continue to come out. Voter, taking away the rights of the voter. It's also his family too. Okay, so they're still committing alleged crimes, even now as we speak, particularly possibly around campaign finance, wire fraud, that sort of stuff. The sun, the light is streaming through into that film that we're watching. Oh my God, look at that. Look how bright that is. You can see the cards. Often I don't do this because I choose to show you the orbs that come regularly. In my last video, there's about 5 of them. Thank you to the timestampers. Thumbs up to you. Okay, let's have a look. King of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, the Sun. The moon is in the past. The volatility. They remind me of his sparklers with RFK Jr, Bobby Kennedy Jr. That's in the past. Okay, the Empress. The Empress is in the sky. Something coming to fruition in time. It's also my card for Russia. So anyway, I've always thought there's more to come on Trump-Russia in the years to come. Now, we get 7 of Wands. He's defending them. Okay, his back's to the wall, but he's defending them. He's been defending them. He will continue to defend them. Queen of Cups, something being let out of the bag. And then we get the Ace of Wands, new plans. This is Smith's. Smith had this up his sleeve. That's in the present. Let's see what the fear is. Weighing up one's options, decisions. And then we get the Eight of Pentacles. It is Jack's. It's a yes. Okay, crossroads. Okay, so this is also reflecting real-time stuff. His skill, it's almost as if Spirit knows what I'm going to say before I say it. How could that be? Jack Smith's skill, he faced a crossroads. He went to, what's that saying? He went to something and met the devil. Oh, God. But then we get the Wheel of Fortune, the change. So thank you, Spirit, for that full narrative here. The skill of Smith and his team. They faced a crossroads. They met the devil. What is it in Tucson? Something like that. There's a saying there that's coming to my mind. But then we get the change coming through, and then we get, to clarify the Wheel of Fortune, we get celebration. Wow. This is going to go quickly. I like this review, and these are the underlying energies, and hope. Wow, and the Knight of Truth, and the fact that it's been so gosh damn hard to get this to where it is. You saw it. I'm not going to continue to explain. You saw the cards. Look at that Devil card coming up so frequently. The devil is not necessarily the devil. The devil is everything that stops us from being our highest good, everything that stops us from experiencing life's higher good, everything that stops us from evolving, everything that blocks out the light. But the challenge of the devil through the truth is to bring the light through. All right, let's get on to the royals. The royals. All right. The royals. I probably might change decks. People ask me why I do change decks. And it's simply because, and I wasn't really prepared. I do have the Aquarian deck. Yeah. What am I going to do here? Interesting. I'm going to use the Aquarian deck. It's a mini deck. Let's just put this over here. So that was the Gilded Tarot. This is the Aquarian pocket-sized deck. This is the pocket-sized version gifted to me by a wonderful viewer. It was my first tarot deck when I was 23. Okay. All right, the royals. We've got King Charles. We've got Princess Catherine. We've got Prince William. We have Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan. All right. Let's have a look. All right, Princess Catherine, are you ever going to return to royal work? Formal royal work. Princess Catherine, will you ever return to formal? Okay, so there's domestic scenes here. She's in the kitchen, so she's very much happy and contented at home. We know that. Somebody's baking. Literally baking dough. Okay. All right, so I told you in my early readings, she just didn't want to come back. I mean, this is a life-changing event for her. It's not saying that she won't, but let's have a look. And everything was being renegotiated. That's what I saw. All right, will Princess Catherine ever return to formal royal duties? Will Princess Catherine ever return to formal royal duties? There's a black hole here. It's pretty bleak. Will Princess Catherine ever return to royal duties? Queen of Rods, there she is. And there's the Wheel of Fortune. She's happy where she is. There's a crossroads and a decision for her. It's at the foundation of the reading. Nothing certain that she will. The Nine of Pentacles is in the past, having everything she needs. That's a Capricornian energy. Her life changed. Life-changing. In the sky, we have a no. The Ten of Wands, that's an end of a cycle. That's finished. I'm done. We get the Six of Pentacles, giving and receiving help is in the immediate future. So there's a debt here. I mean, she is the Princess of Wales, but she's being helped, I think, at the moment for literally time out. The Seven of Pentacles, that's if Plan A doesn't work, Plan B is put in place. That's the minor card for manifestation. The Seven of Pentacles. The Knight of Rods, movement forward. There's a new plan being hatched. Not hatched, but there's a new... Yeah, there's something new, and it's going to move fairly quickly. The Hopes and Fears is a new start. I told you she would have happily, I think, left. Okay, Eight of Rods, suggesting that there'll be an announcement soon. The Ace of Rods, new plans, newness, and then we get the Queen of Cups here. She needs to look after herself. They can't keep not announcing a firmer thing. I think they're not, because she's in two minds. She's still making a decision. And we've got home and family. What's at the base of the pack? Yes, pausing and suspending, waiting for one ship to come in. Yeah, there's the King and the Chariot. I feel, and then we get death, the Death card here. She's not dying, but she's put up barriers. But we get the Five of Cups. There's a lot of emotional upheaval here, obviously. Five of Cups, both she and William got that in the readings that I did. We're going to hear something soon. She will return, I think, but it's in a different form. That's where I come out. Nothing is certain. She's still making up her mind. It's in a state of flux. Show me this Eight of Rods. We're going to hear something soon. The King of Cups. Okay, so that's... And the Devil. Okay. It's like nobody's agreeing. I'm just going to be upfront. This is a real thing. They wanted to push abuse of power. Oh my goodness me. And lies and deceit. Oh gosh. Okay. I think here's where I come out. We don't really know. If you're getting your news from, I don't know. In Australia, we have those trash mags. If you're getting your news from there, it's not reality. There's been argy-bargy between, I think, the King and Princess Catherine and William. This is life-changing. They've dug in. She's dug in. And there's a lot of stuff here that it's not pleasant energy. It's not pleasant energy at all. Okay, so here's where I think we'll hear something soon. She is still deciding based on her health what she's going to do, but the palace might jump the gun and say, oh, she'll be back in 2025. But in reality, I don't think she's made a decision yet. All right, now let's go to, Prince King Charles wants a truce with, now we'll go back to the other cards. King Charles wants a truce. All right. King Charles wants a truce with Prince Harry. Just a couple of cards. Will Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan ever return to the royal firm? Whether it's in a part-time basis, they're doing a lot at this time. Will they ever return? So we get the Two of Wands, something coming to fruition in time. And we get the Eight of Wands, hearing about it, headlines, family. And we get the Ten of Pentacles. These are all yes cards. I think in some way they do something, something with the firm. They're weighing up their options at this time. At this time, everything is suspended. And then we get the Death card. The Death card. Then we get the Lovers. And the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, there's no real need for them to return. They really like what they're doing now. They like their life. They're not funded by the British taxpayer. They're entirely financially independent. I'm just going to say that I've never seen King Charles's reign as a long one. His coronation predictions, I said, it will be a short reign. I feel that after he passes, there may be, and I also have predicted in the past as I don't know what you would call it, unlikely as it seems, there may be some kind of thawing of the ice between the two brothers. Anyway, it's a long way off. All right, now to Bobby Kennedy Sr. What I want to say about that is I've tightened up moderation even more. I want to say thank you to the 1.7 thousand commentators who were so lovely about my misspeak. I don't know why people assume I didn't know that I had made a mistake. I do. It's everywhere. I just want to say that in the actual headline of that video, I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. Oh, it's very light. Let's try it another way. The actual headline of the video was RFK Jr. So that was in the headline. So when you clicked on it, you already knew that the headline said RFK Jr. And then I always put a pinned comment. So if I make a mistake or I need to clarify anything or note anything, it's always in the pinned comment. And I put a pinned comment that had occurred. If in the drop-down menu I say again to stop the trolling, and to people who think, oh, I must tell her, I already know. Please check the pinned comments for notes and any corrections on the reading. Rudeness and disrespectful comments towards me or anyone else and trolling is not tolerated. People are emailing me, abusing me. Please, can you get it right? That kind of thing. Bugger off. The previous video, my most recent video before that, I talked about RFK Jr. Many readings. I've read on RFK Jr. You know I know. So, what I got was a pile on. And what is the really good thing is I got to see who was legit and who wasn't. Who were the gadflies buzzing about trying to cause trouble? Who were the MAGA trolls sitting in the wings waiting to jump on me? Who were the holier-than-thou? Who were the thoughtless? I got to see it all. Who were the fed income, as we say in Australia? Who were the legitimate? Who were the warm? Who were the kind? Who were the understanding? Who were the forgiving? If you want to say that, if I need forgiveness. Well, 1.7 thousand of you. So, we cleaned up. We cleaned up on aisle 5. And it was quite amusing toward the end of it. All right. Now, I promised you I said, because I was saying JFK, JFK Sr. was on my mind. I already know. I followed all the Carolyn Bessette, John F. Kennedy Jr. stories right from the get-go. We do that in Australia. We actually know about these people. I have to tell you a funny story. It wasn't me, but when I was a newspaper editor, when I was coming up through the ranks, I was sub-editor there for a while as well. I wrote newspaper headlines. Not me, but one of my colleagues was talking about a beetle, Beetle, invading agricultural crops, and the big headline on the front page was Beatle, beetle invades crops, local crops. So, you know, it happens. All right, let's go to senior. We're talking senior now, and I want to, not John F. Kennedy Sr. I've read on him. I've done a beautiful channeling, and he talked about, you know what he wanted to bring through when it was all said and done? The garden, the White House garden, and his gardening, which showed me how important that was to him. That reading's back there somewhere. But now I want to see what Bobby Kennedy Jr., what his father thinks. Let's go. All right, let's see. Bobby Kennedy in the spirit world. By the way, when I channel or pull cards, I've already got a clairvoyant image in my mind. No, it didn't disrupt the last reading. Spirit came through. I had Bobby Kennedy, RFK Jr. in my mind when I was doing the reading. I'm pretty sure Spirit knows that John Kennedy Jr. is in the spirit world. I'm pretty sure. Okay. All right, let's go. Bobby Kennedy, what can you show me? I'm asking for Bobby Kennedy Sr., please. Let's just call him Bobby Kennedy. Can you come through? Okay, I've got him pretty well, pretty straight off. And I've also got his son's face as well. Oh, wow. Okay. So what the image I've been given is RFK Jr. His head is mounted like one of those trophies. Something around, he was a trophy for Trump. Okay, so I'm asking my guides to bring through Bobby Kennedy, please. Bobby Kennedy, who was assassinated. I know that story as well. All right, Bobby Kennedy, where are you? What do you think about your son? What do you think? So there's a book. He's reading his book. There's a book here. And he's showing me, it's like alcohol. Does someone have an alcohol problem? Does his son have an alcohol problem? What do you want me to see? What do you want me to see here? Twins. There's something around twins. Okay. I'm just going to go with what's been given to me. Twin babies. I'm seeing someone holding twin babies. And a split down the middle. Okay, so it's almost like, I don't know what star sign Junior is. Let's just call him Junior. But it's like a split down the middle. There's two sides, two personalities, two... it's like he, as I said, underwent some kind of massive personality change. RFK Jr. All right, this is what I've asked for Bobby Kennedy in the spirit world, Bobby Kennedy Sr., and this is the stuff he's giving me. What do you think? There's a searchlight. Okay, now I'm getting a lot. They're just coming in thick and fast. All right, so Bobby Kennedy, what do you want to give me about your son? Okay, I have to go with this. I'm actually seeing the needle on a plane, which is JFK Jr. All right, here we go. All right, I've got to take what's coming through. I can ask them to step back, but I don't want to. The needle is flickering, almost like there was I don't know if it was fuel issues that eventually caused that plane crash. I'll just let him say what he wants to say. I'm talking John Kennedy Jr. now, okay? Keep up, people. All right, John Kennedy Jr. You showed me the plane image. What is it that you... Oh, I know. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. 2 babies born. One was Bobby Kennedy Jr., one was John Kennedy Jr. And there's a whole split coming here. Yeah. So I'm seeing the plane losing altitude over the sea. I'm seeing the helicopter searches. There's no way anyone could survive that. I want to say that all the QAnon conspiracy theories are wrong. He died along with his wife and his wife's sister in that crash. Okay, I've got that out there. Maybe this is what they want to show me. How do you separate Bobby Kennedy Jr. with the conspiracy theories? This is all coming into play here. All right, Bobby Kennedy Sr., what do you want to say through these cards? Bobby Kennedy Sr., what do you want to show me? How do you feel about... Oh, there's just light. Lots of light coming through. Bobby Kennedy Sr. Bobby Kennedy Sr., what do you think about your sons? Supporting Trump. Bobby Kennedy Sr., what do you think about your son, Bobby Kennedy Jr., supporting Trump? So we have the King of Cups here, and this is above the clouds and above the water. This is a message here for maturity. It's for wisdom. It's for rising above earthly stories, earthly dramas. Okay, I don't know. Was Bobby Kennedy Sr. a water sign? Because there's heartbreak here. There's heartbreak and loss. Okay. Now we get the Eight of Wands. Things, headlines, things moving very, very quickly. The Tower is in the past. It is a breaking down of the legacy. Headlines. I'm doing this for headlines. I'm doing this, the Tower, breaking down the legacy. And if you think that all of this, was not orchestrated up front to break the Kennedy legacy, it was. It was. We've got strength in the sky. Okay, so we've got strength in the sky. Be strong. Rise above this earthly predictability. This, of course, was going to happen. But his own son, Judas Iscariot, did that. The High Priestess is something unknown here. Something left to come out. We get the Eight of Pentacles. I'm reminded again here that how skilled Junior was in the courtroom as an environmental lawyer. And we get the Queen of Cups. Okay, there's a woman issue here. A woman issue. Something being revealed through a woman. We get the Lovers card in the hopes and fears. That's the cult of Trump. That's Trump himself. Hope and fear. Trump provided hope. We get the Hierophant. That's God. That's the ultimate authority. And we get the Hanged Man again. They tell me, thank you to the viewer who told me about the Italian tarot, that the Hanged Man was actually Judas Iscariot in a very early version of the tarot. I hope I've got that right. There's also, Spirit wants you to know, it's going to the courts. This is going to the courts. And we get the Voter. Okay, it's going to get messy. There's an inevitability here. We get the Queen of Pentacles, having everything you need. There's a payment here. It's the ship coming in, but it's over. It's over. So a lot of information in that. Okay, anything else you want to? It's over for Kennedy Jr. Okay, there's something going to the courts. It's inevitable. There's money here. It's probably him being offered a job in return for his endorsement. Okay, let's just, I don't know, there's something else going on. I said that there would be legal issues with this, and there is. All right, so any last words, please? Okay, there's endings here. Don't be surprised if this ends in disaster for both of them. All right. Anything else? Okay, I'm being given, the curtain is being drawn. Opened into what is, I guess I can't, what is wrong currently in the state of politics in the US. That the Kennedy, I think the biggest thing to come out was the Kennedy legacy is broken, was broken, or could be, that was the intention. That was the intention behind the Project 25 people, those nefarious people this was sort of all planned to break the Democratic Kennedy legacy. Will they succeed? No, absolutely not. And I think that's the biggest message. They're not going to succeed. And this all goes to the court. It all goes, in some way, goes to the court. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll catch you later. Bye.